Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast with Benjamin Lee. We're here to talk about tips and strategies to have an I Can Do mindset. Life is what you put into it. Get the most you can. Here's your host, Benjamin Lee.
It is Money Monday. Today, I want to talk about a very important decision every husband, wife, father, mother needs to make it very early as well. That is on the subject of life insurance. Life insurance is not one of those topics that may get a lot of people excited, but it is a subject that all of us need to consider because the fact of life is one day we will die. Whether you have a family with respect to a husband or a wife or children, I believe everyone should have some kind of life insurance policy, whether that is term life insurance that will last for a specified period of time, 15 years or 30 years, universal life insurance, whatever kind of policy you have. I want to encourage all of you today, if you don't have one, to get a life insurance policy. For 15 years now, full-time preaching, I have been asked to speak at a number of funerals. I did a eulogy at one most recently in October, which was actually a family member of mine, my aunt, who passed away in Illinois. It is always challenging. It is always difficult. What makes it even more challenging is where families are really not prepared, where families sometimes will have to set up a GoFundMe account. Maybe they haven't thought about it. I don't know every reason why. Sometimes people may not have that. Maybe they truly can't afford life insurance. Maybe they were not taught. When I was growing up, I did not hear a lot about life insurance. My dad had life insurance when he died, but he made some pretty big mistakes before he died, which hampered and hindered my mom to some degree, where now you're going from two incomes down to one. So as the man of the house, as the head of the house, as the leader of the house, I believe it is extremely important for us to lead the way and prepare, begin with the end in mind, and that is our death. I will add eternity, where we will spend eternity, is really how we begin with the end in mind. But for this episode, Money Monday, I'm just talking about life insurance for right now. I have life insurance. I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful that I got it at a young age. I want to recommend whoever may be listening, wherever you may be, get life insurance at a young age while you're still overall pretty healthy and while it's relatively cheap. As you wait later in life, as more health issues arise, then life insurance becomes a lot more challenging. You may be able to get it. You may not get the best price, the best premium, the best coverage. It just really depends upon the kind of health problems you have. And so you want to start thinking about this. In fact, parents can actually get life insurance for their children to really prepare them before they ever hit the age of 20. God forbid, hopefully we will never have to use that when they are children, but it's the idea of beginning with the end in mind. What life insurance is going to do, it helps the families that are left behind, the loved ones, the wife, the son, the daughter, the grandchildren, the nephews, the nieces, the siblings, when a loved one dies. It doesn't take away the tears. It doesn't take away the pain, but it can help navigate and allow that family to grieve easier or better without having additional stress and additional burdens of trying to figure out how are we going to bury this loved one. I have had people in my family who had no life insurance. I have someone in my family who refuses to get life insurance. What they don't understand, what they did not understand, is the pain that they would create in a simple decision of having some protection when they die. I think about Joseph in the Old Testament. In the book of Genesis, I believe it's in Genesis chapter 50, he told his family, take my bones Don't leave my bones here in Egypt. He made plans, he made provisions, he gave orders for his family. You don't leave my bones here in Egypt. He was thinking about the end, beginning with the end in mind. And it would be a long time before his bones got moved, but his family would do it. And that's wisdom. Joseph was a man, a great leader, and he was thinking about the future. He began with the end in mind. I think that's a great example for all of us. So you may be thinking, well, where do I get life insurance? There's so many options today. You could go to State Farm, USAA, Allstate, Farmers Insurance. I don't know. There's lots of different things and avenues that are out there that are actually really, really cheap before you get like some big universal life insurance policy that a lot of these insurance companies want to sell you because they actually, I think, will make a little bit more money. You need to fact check that. I may be incorrect, but they may sell it to you sometimes as almost like an investment, but you need to have some kind of coverage. Term insurance is a good idea. If you get a 15 or 30-year term, that will allow you time to save up money. Obviously, it's not going to last forever. You may outlive it. So that is something that you have to think about as well. You want to get it done early in life before you have health issues. There are certain health issues that if you have them, you actually may get rejected. Then you want to ensure that your family knows exactly where the policy is. God forbid if something happens, you have a plan already set up where it's very easy for them to execute and to allow that process to begin. Life insurance is not necessarily the most exciting thing to talk about with money, but man, let me tell you, it goes such a long way when the unexpected happens. When you get the text message, the phone call, the email that someone near and dear to you has died. Think about that. It's really more than just about ourselves. It's about our families, our loved ones, and thinking way more into the future. Take care and God bless.